Hello, everybody. How are we doing today? Well, as you saw, we got our corn planted, and after planting that, I have decided in the future for corn, we are we're not going to plant corn with this one. We're going to go ahead and sell this back to the dealership because once again, our other planter that we had decided to mess up, and we had to buy this one last minute. But we also found a newer Unimog. That was one of the things that we did. There's a few more little changes that have happened. Went ahead and planted a field over there to oats, and as you can see, we have a new building. Now, this building is going to be specifically for the potatoes, for storing them so we get better pricing. That's what it's for. I mean, we can also use it for other storage as well. We also went ahead, upgraded our manure spreader. Okay, let's not hit everything here. Not paying attention. The other Unimog is down here, and we sold the little Deutz. It is gone. We no longer have it. We also have upgraded our slurry spreader to something that has a little bit more capacity, a little bigger. Same with our TMR mixer. We have upgraded it to have a little bit more capacity for our cattle. And I believe that's it. I mean, I know we spent some money, but I think it's money well spent. At least I believe so. As you can tell, we got a little bit of rain coming in, so we're going to get this unloaded as quickly as we can. And then we're going to return this to the dealership. I'm sure we're going to take a loss on it. Probably about as much of a loss as we would have had. See, that's fertilizer. Put it in here. Okay, here's our other fertilizer. Now, we did get our silo over there, but we're missing the other two silos. They have not showed up yet, or shown up yet. So we don't know where they're even at. They were supposed to be here, but we were supposed to have a lime silo and a silo for fertilizer. But as of yet, we have not seen them. I don't know where they are, don't know what's going on. Haven't heard from the company that came out and installed it, but they're paid for with full bins. But I don't know where they are. Okay, now the next thing we're going to do is we are going to get our other crops planted here. Oh, I had to let go of the wooden gate and put a regular gate in there. And we're just going to keep that gate locked until we absolutely need it. But I've already been up in here. Last month I did a lot of work putting down some preliminary fertilizer and things like that. So the main thing we have to worry about today is just trying to get everything planted before the rain, which I know that's going to be kind of difficult. At least I'm pretty sure it's going to be kind of difficult. We only have, this field and one more field to do when it comes down to it. Oh, and another thing that we have done I went ahead and removed the hedges here because after we get done with this potato field, we're going to plow all of this into the one field, with the exception of this little field over here. Just some last minute decisions that came across, and yeah, they sounded good. They work out well. That field is just, after planting it to potatoes, I don't want to mess with it again. I really don't. I did go ahead and get it planted, obviously. Sold the potato planter. Again, another item that we just returned, because if we need that potato planter for the next time we plant, we'll just rent it. You know, it just makes more sense to rent it. So that's what I'm going to do, is I'm just going to rent what I need when it comes to accessory planting. But now our main planter here, yeah, we're going to hold on to it and keep using it. I don't want to have to rent it. But it just seems like a waste of money for me to have a planter that I'm only going to use one time every now and then when I want to cut corn or plant corn. It just doesn't seem like a very good deal, so I didn't see a need to have all of it. I may be wrong. I maybe should have kept all of it, but we'll have our other items, like our topper and stuff like that. We'll keep a hold of that. But the rest of it, yeah, I just cannot find a good reason to hold on to it. We have had no rain until this storm showed up. So I'm kind of excited to see some rain. And man, I'm missing spots, it looks like. Normally I don't miss that many spots, but I guess today I am. And it's been very dry. It's been very quiet around here. No weird things going on, I'm happy to report. That has settled down quite a bit. So a positive there. It won't be long and we'll be ready to harvest our first grass this season. We've went through quite a bit. I took stock of what we ran through the machine, and we went through a fair amount. I wouldn't say it's excessive, but as we gain more sheep and more cattle, our consumption's going to go up, naturally. But it'll all work out in the end. I'm ready for this. I'm ready to start working on grass again and get that all cut up. And I do believe the first one's going to have to be silage, though. I was thinking maybe hay, but it definitely is going to have to be silage. We're actually kind of low on silage, believe it or not. We went through quite a bit of it. So, not a terrible deal. Well, anyway, I'm just going to go ahead, plant away, and I'll see you in a few.
You're playing your cards with your queen of hearts. When everyone folds, your fork still holds. You're placing your bet, showing no regret. Close your eyes to hide your lies, roll the dice. You got me tiptoeing around you like you're made of glass. Got an invincible fence, letting everyone know not to trespass. But you're bound to break down, bound to lose, bound to get knocked right out of your boots. When too loud and you're talking rude. You're playing a game, driving me insane. Your heart is back, and it's a fact, no turning back. You got me tiptoeing around you like you made of glass. Got an invincible fence, letting everyone know not to trespass.
All right, we are down to the last little bit here, and we will get it sowed into the ground, and this field will be done as far as planting goes. Or I should say seeding. But yeah, this went very well. I'm impressed at how well it went, to be honest. We got a fair amount of seeding done in a short amount of time. Of course, this last little bit, and every one is always kind of a pain. But not that bad. Not that bad at all. Just go ahead and get this nipped right here, and that's it. This field is done. Whoops. I missed a little bit. Let's go back and get it. Don't want to miss it. There we go. Okay. We'll get the gate while that's going. I think what we'll do is, just in case that rain is getting pretty close, we'll go ahead and we'll put some seed in here for the other field that we have to do, because we've only got one field left. But just in case it starts raining, I want to get some solid fertilizer down on that field. If we get some solid fertilizer down on that field, it'll help us out a little bit. If it does rain right off the bat, because at least with the solid fertilizer, it will work itself down in here. Let's see, that little bit of seed we had left over, there it is. Let's go ahead and fill it up. That was it. Okay, so it put us at 64. That ought to be enough to finish that other field. Well, let's go ahead and we'll just go ahead and back this in. Here's fine. We lost a little bit of shed space. That's the only thing that I don't care for, is we did lose some shed space, but it's not the end of the world. There, that's undercover in case it needs it. And we'll use the Massey Ferguson on this. Okay. Looks like we better put some fertilizer in here. We're a little on the low side. We shouldn't need a whole bunch. I went ahead and spread manure on there, so it should be decent. We'll go ahead and grab what we got left here of this. Yeah, there wasn't much left at all. I think 11% should be good. Now, let's see, can I turn down my spread rate? Here we go. We're going to turn it down to 30 meters instead of our normal massive amount. I'm just doing that so that it's not such a overly run deal here, you know. Okay, back up here to the field we go, because I really don't want any of this fertilizer getting into the other fields if I can avoid it. You know, you can't do it all, but you know, it ain't terrible. Okay, let's go ahead and turn this on. Oh, that's right. We don't need fertilizer on this. It's soybeans. Well, shoot. I always forget that soybeans don't need fertilizer. Well, that's okay. We'll go ahead and put this in the shed because, well, in reality, we won't need this because we don't need to put fertilizer out on that field. Although what we could do is spread a little bit of slurry or some high quality manure out there just to help the soil a little bit. I think that's what we'll do before we plant it, because then we can work it in with the planter. Yeah, I think that's an excellent idea. And then if it does rain, it'll help us out in the long run. Okay, let's go ahead and get over here. We do have some manure. I don't know how much we've got. I used quite a bit the other day. Let's just go ahead and load it up and see what we get. That's not quite enough, so we'll grab the slurry spreader and we'll spread some slurry on it. Okay. I do believe I've already got it filled up because I like to put everything away and fill it up when I do. Yep, I do. So we can get right out there and get started. I'm trying to use more organic solutions on our crops. Just because, I think it helps. I'm pretty sure it helps. Yeah, let's go ahead and put some slurry down, shall we? Here we go. Yeah, that's making a difference. That's definitely making a difference here. It's turning that a nicer color on the screen. So we'll go ahead, put a little slurry down, and see if that helps. I'd like to get a little fishing in today, but I have a feeling with that rain, I'm not going to get any fishing whatsoever. There we go. It seems like that thing's not spreading very well. It's cutting in and out and having issues. I'm not sure what's going on. See that? It spreads and it doesn't, and then it spreads and it doesn't. I'm kind of perplexed by that. Not sure what's happening there. Okay, we'll go ahead and get around here. Man, all of our crops are looking pretty good. Very few missed spots or bad areas. Everything seems to be pretty darn good if you want to know the truth. It's still missing. I wonder what's happening. Huh. Well, that's weird. Oh, we're out already. Well, we'll go ahead and get some more and reload and continue doing this and just, put some down on the ground. Maybe it'll help our yield a little bit even though we don't need it technically. Oh my. We're getting to the point where there's a... Oh, no. Well, there's the rain. Well, let's go ahead and fill this up. And get it. We'll just park it away, and we'll just have to accept what we were able to put down. Boy, that's a lot of thunder. So let's go ahead, back this up right here. fill this up. Takes a while, don't it? Man, that rain came in pretty quick. There we go. It's full. Okay. Well, we'll go ahead and get the Massey put away here. And, yeah, we'll see what happens from there.